Я вас приветствую на этом чудесном канале. Надо бы... Блять. Выбраться отсюда. Чёрт. Карта. У меня же есть карта. Что за хуйня? А, блядь. Зима же, точно. Я еще думаю, что за хрень? А, блядь. Хогвартс, точно. Я еще думаю, какого хрена он летает. О! Еще один будет сейчас унижен.
Hello. Are you here for someone as court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Of course, Charlotte.
Я тебя в
Then may the
дуэли, что
best
ли,
summoner
разъебал?
win.
Я не помню. Опа.
Accio!
Выглядит сложно. Нихуя себе.
Precisely as planned.
Надо держать планку. Там. Ща.
Accio.
Ай, хорош. Доволен собой.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio!
Так-то нос в нос идем. Чё ты, блядь? По-моему... Не-не-не, это не ошибка.
Precisely as planned.
Блядь. Надо подумать. Если я кину сюда, оно упадет, оно перетянется. Ебаный рот этого казино, блядь. А как сильно его потащит? Мне надо попасть.
Should we expect you to grace us with a turn sometime today?
Не переживай, кучеряшка. Я рассчитываю дистанцию. Так, получается, мне нужно затормозить его на красный, в принципе. Хотя тут он может и в принципе нормально пройти. Ну давай попробуем, хули нет.
Accio.
Блядь, ну это...
Nice technique.
Это было просто охуенно с моей стороны. Еще главное под конец не объебаться.
Precisely as planned.
Чтобы перебить эту хуйню, мне в принципе много стараться не надо. Чисто на красный его стопорну. Вот сука. Не, слишком далеко. Вот сюда как-нибудь. И она на зеленый остановится. Надо на красный стопорнуть. Далеко не утянет.
Accio.
Should we expect you to grace us with a turn sometime today?
А я хорош.
Nice technique. Well, you are good.
Чисто один раз идеально не отыграл.
I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
Практика.
I play by intuition, natural skill and all that.
That's been my strategy. I suppose it only gets you so far, though. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
Как скажешь. Еще одного осталось унизить, бедолагу. Блять, как же мне до этого квеста дойти? Просто то, блять, не дают квест, а то прячут их где-то в жопе. Ну что за мудаки? Мне ж сюда? Я просто там через
Welcome back.
Сука, в натуре. Там, короче... Я поясню. Смотрите, типа, ты можешь вот нажать кнопку по квесту, и тебе покажут ближайшие фонари, на которые ты можешь тэпнуться. Вызов браконьеров на дом. Это потом. Но, чтобы добраться, типа, на квест, на самом деле нужно нажать вот сюда, секретной комнаты. И тут уже выбрать зал, который... Вы поняли. Русский язык очень сложно.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
Блядь.
It's Hogwarts.
Хоть одна хорошая новость.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
А ты не можешь с ним договориться там как-нибудь, нет? Так, получается, ну всего испытания должно быть 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. И вот, типа, это огромное зеркало, скорее всего, 5-е. Типа, я выполню вот эти 4 испытания, и вот здесь же начнется финальное 5-е.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
А как же Алхамора,
I've
невидимости
always
вперед?
said that travel broadens the mind.
Тише. Какого хрена, блядь? Ёбаные пироманы, успокойтесь. Так. Эй, Фиг, не сделала. Мне нужно кое-кого грабануть. И ты мне с этим поможешь. Ну, хоть ковер мне постелил на этот раз.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Это
Believe
тоже
it or
плохая
not.
новость.
It's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when
Не
such a
задавай
thing may
вопросы,
come in
ответы на которые
handy.
не хочешь знать.
Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Погоди, а может все-таки подождем? Блять, там просто луна ебаная, я хочу забрать ее.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Ты что, тоже квасу напился? Блять. Ай, хочу. А можно мне все-таки скипнуть время на ночь? Не, нельзя, походу. Эх. Зелье действует не вечно, к сожалению. Хотя, наверное, все же к счастью.
Do you have a moment, Professor?
Блять. Блять.
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Играем роль мудака.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Актер от
Now,
бога.
to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Сука, блядь.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
What could the headmaster want?
Ну-ка. Блядь, ну что, даже ничего не скажешь ему? О.
Gareth. Mr. Weasley. What are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Кажется, он вошел в роль.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Прочь с дороги, говноеды, папочка дома. Блядь.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Ну-ка, давай.
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Professor, a word?
Да ёб твою мать, уж всем поболтать-то охота. Ты куда? Я тут.
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Потом директор все это говно разгребает.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Значит, пни давай прохожего, блядь. Сожги чью-нибудь собаку. Отыгрывай мудака по максимуму.
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Не угадала. Идите ради тебя.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible. I mean, I've seen them about. I mean, yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
С директором всегда что-то не так.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Блять.
Professor, I need to speak to you.
Да кто бы сомневался.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ну и насрать.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Ебаный импостер, блядь. Зачем ты доспехи завалил?
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no...
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Чистота крови, по-любому.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Да ёб твою мать.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the elegant
Опа. $7 миллионов и коня. А я пошел бухать. Ох, черт, что-то меня разводит. Ёб твою. Ты еще пол давай облюй.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Да ёб твою. Хватит.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Incendio.
Весело. Что-то мне подсказывает, что в какой-то момент этот директор получит пизды. Слишком я подозрительно себя вел. Я слежу за тобой, предатель в доспехах. Это куда? Это недалеко. Казалось бы, всего минут 5 пробыл директором, а уже делов наворотил. Ну и спалился ими, естественно, раз 200 уже. Типа я вообще удивлен, как они сразу не догадались, что это не Блэк. Типа, блять, он же вообще не похож на меня. Столько раз объебался. Прерывистая речь. Он-то явно умелый оратор, типа, и вряд ли так часто спотыкается во время разговоров. А Олежка ни 5 минут не сможет продержаться без связок и молчания в виде...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Это чё, доспехи Шрека?
Revelio.
Доспехи тролля. Ну да, в принципе, кстати, да, это действительно доспехи Шрека.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio.
Ох, сколько здесь всего. Не могу пройти мимо. Где? Вижу. Доспехи, я понял.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Да похуй. Мы здесь с другой задачей, ты забыл? Красота. Это же интересно, что у него там.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Revelio.
Toujours pure.
Это было просто.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
По-любому. Все заперто, блядь.
Revelio.
О! Здорово. Ты меня не видела.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
Okay.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Это мне. Тоже мне.
That must be the pedestal.
А не хрен трогать чужое.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
Она мне
In
чё?
this place, as in
Пижама?
life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Я не могу с ними просто подраться. Ёб твою мать, не показался немного опаснее.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
Что ты смотришь на меня? Иди отсюда, говно.
I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Что ты смотришь, сваляй отсюда, у тебя что делаешь? Дел, что ли, других нет? Смотрит он, блядь. Да ползишь ты давай быстрее. Что-то мне подсказывает, если она меня заметит, ни хрена она меня не пирогами накормит.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up
вспомнил.
there.
Это дементоры типа? Местные. А зачем? А, понял.
This is my chance. Come and leave. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Что мне подсказывает, сейчас я получу пизды. Нет! Нет. Ты меня не видишь, ты меня не видишь, ты меня не можешь видеть.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Ты же череп, у тебя нет глаз. Ты не можешь меня видеть. Меня тут нет. Меня тут, бля. А нахуя мне к ней идти? Пусть она уйдет сначала.
Nothing this way. More danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only... Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
А мне кто-нибудь объяснит, что тут происходит? Не пизда, да? Тут нет ни хрена интересного. Вон, тумбочка, поройся, блядь, поищи марлю.
Now's my chance.
Чё, правда, что ли? А я-то думал навеки вечные там остаться.
That's the way forward.
Ой, там антиневидимка. Типа дар смерти, да?
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Да-да-да, это антиневидимка. Типа способная скрыть от любого. Даже от смерти. И куда мне, блядь? А, вижу. Нет, не вижу. Сука. Может, мы туда? Типа, народ, идем в обход? Ух, ёб твою мать. А, я ж не видел. Не видел.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Там, если C еще раз нажать, он замедляется. Они не видят меня. Ну, сука, по-любому слышат. Ебаные щелкуны. Не-не-не, смерть меня тоже видеть не сможет по-любому.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Оп.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Это вроде как бузиная палочка. Да? Типа самая мощная пушка в игре.
I've never felt such power.
Без запинания А, у меня только один билд. И то, что мне дал разработчик. Ладно. Сейчас заценим, что может эта штука.
Bombarder, Depulsor, Defender, Descender.
А к чему это все? Я что-то не понимаю немножко. Нет, это прикольно, весело, конечно, но ёбна.
Depulsor, Defender, Descender. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Depulsor. Descender. Defender. Defender. Descender. Depulsor. Bombarder. Descender.
Блядь, я произносить файл заклинания.
Bombarder. Depulsor. Defender. Descender.
Не так уж сложно. Единственное, что билд говно. Я бы свой поставил. Двухслотиковый. Чё, смерть? Готовься сдохнуть. Блять, он бросил прям в момент моего выстрела. Ебаный рот. Покажи ход. Хер тебе. Тебе тоже хер. Я ж зажал, блядь. Где мой омега-рывок? А, ему вообще вообще на все заклинания в целом насрать.
Defender.
Я, блядь, снова нажал уклонение. А ну снова. Почему? Оно не пробует иногда. Я себе у тебя доводчик, блядь. Слышь ты, блядь, что, хуя? Хули он с доводчиком играет? Давай, костлявая, твоя очередь. Тебе еще не надоел? Блять, ну может доводчик от него не уклониться нахуй вообще никак. А как играть против доводчика-то, ёб твою мать? Все равно, что читы скачать, ёб. Он типа просто, блядь, удар нажимает, а я он не раздел. Блядь, мне бы сейчас мои заклинания так пригодились болезненные, а? Эх, нет. А, ну да.
Defender. Descendo. Bombarda. Descendo. Bombarda. Defender. Descendo. Depulso. Bombarda.
Ебаный рот этого бомбаду. Я ж в уклонении. Как ты попал? Резный.
Defender. Bombarda. Descendo. Potato. Descendo.
Эфир.
Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Descendo. Depulso. Defender. Bombarda. Descendo. Potato. Defender. Bombarda.
Не того ты бьешь, дурак. Я уклонение. Зачем? Чтобы уклониться, а не чтобы нажать. Ёбаный разработчик, что насос.
Defender. Descendo. Bombarda.
Блять. Нет у меня моих массовых заклинаний. Одно бомбату дали максимум.
Defender. Descendo. Bombarda.
Да, не работает как-то надо.
Potato. Defender. Descendo.
Так же ему похуй, не отдайте.
Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Defender.
И съебался. И съебался. Ну ты и сыкло костлявое. Хер с тобой. Блять, столько банок наварил себе хила, и откуда же я знал, что они мне так пригодятся. Все хилочки из меня выдавило. Мразота костлявая. А какой там третий удар был? Мантия, палочка.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Что-то я на самом деле не помню, что он делает. Он дает вечную жизнь? Он хилит? Что он делает? Я ж не помню, как там.
far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Neve's dead.
Oh, poor Neve.
Let us always honor her.
May her memory be a
А, воскрешает мертвых, да? И смерть такая, ах ты, мразота. Я ж правильно понял? Воскрешает мертвых.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Чё? А, это было третье
But there is no
испытание.
light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Блять, почему первые два испытания одинаковые, а
Remember
третье
that
такое
as you
пиздатое?
witness my memory.
Это какое-то издевательство, я не знал, что оно такое прикольное. Интересно, четвертое такое же будет интересное? Ну и воспоминания, соответственно, должны быть какие-нибудь особенные, правильно? Я же все-таки со смертью за ней возился.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Так это красная херь, это сила, это типа боль, которую она успела вытащить из людей. Ёб твою мать. Понятно. Мы только начали? А, не-не-не, мы закончили уже. Я с самого начала говорил. Я говорил, что она окажется злодейкой. Она оказалась злодейкой. Ёб твою мать. Шо с вами, бедолаги?
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Я так понимаю, у тебя там было веселее, да? Эх, какой же ты мудак. Хер с тобой. Важно. Важно то, что на этом, пожалуй, с вами закончим. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем пока.